here with Miss Wenie of Argonza Aesthetics and Dermopigmentation Academy. So Miss Wenie, kamusta po kayo today?
Hi, Jerica. I'm great actually. I'm very excited about this vlog that you're going to do featuring our academy. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And thank you very much po for actually entertaining us po to be here with you today.
Entertaining talaga.
Yes, of course. Entertain niyo po kami to have this vlog then with you. And since andito na po ako, we just wanna know you po more. Bale, paano po ba kayo, or ano po bang background ni Miss Wenie?
Okay. Well, first off, thank you very much for inviting me here in your channel. Second, I'm Garupa-Argonza. Siguro ang pinaka-background ko is I'm really not into aesthetics per se. So, I used to be I am a mass communication student, and my previous experience was I am a writer for a news agency, ZRH. So I used to write articles for them as part of my internship. Siguro 6 months internship when I was in college. And then I had my first job in an advertising agency. However, I did not last long there. So it's more of an experience for me working in an advertising setup. And then I had a very long experience in the BPO industry. So after that, I saw my husband, who was already into business that time, and I saw how successful his company was, which is Argonza Trading. And ako kasi, I am a very passionate person, and I am also very competitive. So when I saw him na his husband ko is really into business, really very successful. Ako naman, I said to myself na hindi po pwedeng ako wala akong ginagawa. I'm a regular employee. Not that, alam mo yun, na I'm not degrading employees. It's just that, alam mo, nakikita ko na it's very different being in the employment and having your own business, having your own company. So, being the competitive nature, what I did is I ventured into business, and since ako kasi I'm very passionate with aesthetics, alam naman tayo, mga babae, gusto natin na magpapamanicure, pedicure. So I eventually got into this industry.
But then po, Argonza is actually the surname of your husband.
Yes.
And your surname as
Yes.
well. Wow.
So Argonza is actually our last name, family name.
Yes. And how long na din po pala yung business niyo po?
So our business is almost 8 years. So we're going 9 years na next year. So medyo matagal-tagal na din in this industry.
But then, since this is an academy po talaga, it's not for client talaga na for mga girls na gustong pumunta at magpaganda,
Yeah.
diba? It's actually more of the business side po talaga yung parang kinikater nyo. Pero before po ba that, meron na po ba kayong like clinic before?
Okay, that's actually a good question. So, when I had this academy, I also had my own clinic as well. So, dalawa yung business ko that time. But then again, I saw, as part of my business ethics, nakita ko na yung mga clients ko eventually, iniisip nila, si Miss Wenie, tinuturuan nga kami. But at the end of it, nagiging competitor din namin. Kasi obviously, the things that I teach, the services that I teach them, yun din yung exact services that I had with my clinic. So, at the end of it, I was, asked, it was more of a wake-up call, na sabi ko, hindi po pwede to, kasi imagine mo yung support system na ginagawa ko sa kanila, there was really no support at all.
Yeah.
Kasi kinukuha ko din yung mga clients nila eh. And for me, it was a wake-up call, kasi again, I don't want to be that kind of mentor. So, ang ginawa ko, I realized na I have to close down one of the 2 businesses that I had, and I saw
clinics po.
so the clinic and the academy. So pinag-isipan ko talaga siya na maigi, and sabi ko, I'm really more passionate into teaching. So, instead of closing down the academy, I closed down the clinic and focused on the academy.
Alam, Miss Wenie, ano po palang klaseng aesthetics yung tinutukoy natin sa academy na to or sa business?
Okay, so there are two types of aesthetics. So these are, things na most people really don't know. So when you talk about aesthetics, you talk about two types, either the medical or the non-medical. So when you talk about aesthetics medical, these are surgical procedures. But when you talk about aesthetics non-medical, then you're referring to the non-invasive, such as HIFU, yung mga lasers, yung mga facial treatments that doesn't involve any surgical procedures.
So, ibig sabihin po, kahit hindi po ako nurse, hindi po ako doctor or sa medical field, pwede po akong magpa-train sa inyo, tama?
Definitely. So long as you undergo proper training, then right after, you become aesthetician.
Yun po yung maging certification po as an aesthetician.
Yeah, right now kasi there is really no governing body when it comes to the aesthetic industry. So, ang pinaka-process is once you get into training that offers an aesthetic program, then right after, you can use the certification so that you can, start your own business.
And maganda po yan kasi actually, ito reality lang po, marami pong aesthetic center or yung mga wellness spa din na nagpo-provide ng mga services po na mga ganyan. Pero we don't know din po if kung saan sila nag-training talaga. Since wala naman po, parang kumbaga wala nga pong standard pa sa ngayon.
That's true. So wala pang standard.
And sana po eventually maging parang maalaman din yun ng mga tao. Anyway po, since academy nga po, ano nga po pala yung mga programs natin sa Argonza?
So, the training programs that we currently have that are all CPD accredited would be the four major programs that we have. So, meron kami SPMU, ito yung semi-permanent makeup that does lip tattoo, microblading, micro-shading, eyeliner, scalp pigmentation. And then we have the facial program, and these are all business courses, which would mean after the end of our 40-hour training, then we're going to discuss the business side, like the costing, how much the costs per services are for your HIFU, for your wet and dry dermabrasion, so on and so forth. So for our facial program, it's very comprehensive. It comes with basically everything that you will need, all the modalities that we have, not just in the Philippines but even abroad. I know we teach that as well. Tapos yung semi-permanent eyelash program for extension, slash lift, yung mga regrowth, yan, tinting, and lastly yung nail care. It comes with the polygel extensions, nail art extensions.
Bali dito din po yung ginagawa lahat.
Dito lahat.
So, yung 4 po is yung sa makeup, tama po, then facial, then yung sa lashes and nails.
Yes.
Bale, pwede mamili doon yung business owner or kung sino mang gusto, as an individual, pwede naman po kayo mag-training, right? For example, gusto ko maging freelance na aesthetician, pwede naman po ako magpa-train for that.
Yes.
So, pero ano po sa inyo, as a, favorite nyo talaga ituro sa apat na yun? Kasi passionate po kayo masyado eh. Kung papipiliin ko lang po kayo ng isa, ano po yung parang pinaka-favorite nyo talaga na ito?
Siguro, I would focus more on the facial, on the aesthetic side.
Facial.
Mas gusto ko yung pagla-lecture ng physical anatomy, skin type, consultation.
Science, mahirap po. Parang hindi po para sa akin. Anyway po, since ngayon naman po, reality, pandemic po, parang usual, hindi po ganun na tinitignan as essential kasi yung business po na to. So, reality lang po, I don't know with other people. But then, sa inyo po, as an academy, paano po yung operations nyo ngayon na pandemic?
The good thing about our business is because we are B2B, technically we are more of office-based. So, for my clients, unfortunately, for the trainees that we have, for the students, small business owners that are in the B2C, mas mahirap kasi regulated sila ng DTI. Kasi because of social distancing, they cannot perform services for the manicure, for mga lip tattoo, so on and so forth. But in our case, kasi our registration is really school. We are not service, we are school. And so, we look at this as an office setting since we are a B2B. And our transition, the good thing about being in the training side is we were able to transition into online training. So, because of this pandemic, we won't be able to do face-to-face. However, since we are in the training, we were able to easily adapt to the situation that we have, and we're able to cater to a lot more kasi naka-online na siya eh. We had batches for our lash extensions, we have batches for our microblading in Saudi Arabia, in Guam, and when I saw the development, the progress of their work, magugulat ka kasi ang ganda din ang gawa nila.
Kahit online lang
Kahit
sila.
online sila. So, doon ko nakita na, okay. Kasi this is the first time eh. And really, we had a hard time, coping and adapting. Kasi all our modules are really face-to-face.
At least po, compared to other businesses, at least po, yung academy mo po is okay pa rin. But then naman po, curious lang din po sa mga business owners o kaya po sa mga gustong mag-business po ng ganitong about aesthetics, wellness pa, and mga ganyan po. Paano po kaya makakapag-start since ngayon po na pandemic?
Times are hard and lahat naman talaga are not spared eh. Businesses big or small, we've had our fair share dito sa pandemic na to. But just like what I keep telling everyone na just never give up. Kasi once you already give up, I see a lot yung sinabi mo kanina na ang daming mga nakita mo sa Facebook, ang daming mga nagbebenta. I cannot blame them, but obviously pagka give up mo na kasi, then you're already lost. Kailangan mo lang talagang, alam mo yun, i-remember kung bakit ka pumasok dito in the first place. And most people, they forget that the reason why they get into aesthetics is, of all industries na pwedeng pasukin as a business, aesthetics kasi is still one of the businesses na ang laki ng profit. I mean, compare na lang natin sa, let's say, sa food and beverage. Sa pagod na ilalagay mo sa pag-bake or sa paggawa ng mga pagluluto ng kung ano-ano, and benta mo lang yan ng 40 pesos for a cookie, 50 pesos for a cookie, as opposed to isang eyelash extensions lang yan, pinakamura nga dyan, 500 pesos. That's basically the reason why they get into the business eh. Kasi alam nila, ang aesthetic business, alam nila na pag pinasok nila to, malaki ang kita. And the pandemic, this will not last forever. This will eventually pass. And so kung ikaw binenta mo na nang hindi pa natatapos yung taon, give up mo na yun. I guess this is a wake-up call na siguro you need to remember how passionate you are. But of course, you need to also be checking on the reality kasi nga, again, andun din yung baka nga naman hindi mo naman talaga kayanin. So, I guess what I'm going to say is, you have to really weigh things out. If you think that you can handle, then go on and really adapt. Kasi right now, you can really adapt it.
When is the time na sasabihin mo, I surrender? Kailan mo masasabi? Ba't hindi mo na siyang ituloy?
Oh, gandang tanong yan ha. Parang
Para
good
sa
sa
akin
sarili
po
mo.
Yes, kasi ang hirap po talaga. Then since, yun nga po, meron din akong nails to business. Mahirap siya. Sobrang hirap po. So, curious po ako, para sa inyo, if kayo po na very experienced kayo, paano nyo masasabi na it's time to surrender na?
You have to really check all your resources. Kailangan mo kasi talaga, the only way for you to really say na, ay, hindi ko na talaga kaya, is to know all the things that you need to know. And first of it would be financial. Check mo yung finances mo. Kakayanan mo pa ba? Have you gone through all the things na kailangan mong gawin? Let's say, kinausap mo na ba si lessor mo, owner ng building mo? Are there any compromise that you can do? Kasi I see a lot of other colleagues din in the industry na napakiusapan naman nila. The big problem kasi, the big challenge for business owners is really the overhead, the rent.
The rent.
Rent talaga. So, there are cases na napakiusapan nila yung iba 50% kasi they understand na yes, it's pandemic and you know, this is something we really cannot control, and so they were able to compromise. The first thing siguro that I can advise is check your resources, talk to your lessor, and ask for a compromise. For your staff, make sure na pagka pumasok pa sila, they are also well protected. You are also protected. The clinic or the spa is also ready to receive services, receive walk-in clients. And ang fourth kasi is for the government, it's not gonna last long. Kasi they will really understand na at some point, hindi nila forever sabihin na bawal talagang magpa-haircut or bawal talagang magpa-manicure, pedicure, or so on and so forth.
Pero sabi nga po, still kailangan natin to fight, diba? Sabi nga parang if ibebenta mo na siya now or give up mo na siya now, hindi pa naman tapos din yung
Yeah, hindi pa naman tapos.
So kailangan talagang think positive pa rin tayo and try na lang din po natin to parang coordinate and compromise.
That's very true.
And anyway po, para po naman sa mga gustong mag-enroll, o baka meron dyan na mga board at gusto na din matuto, baka eventually pumasok din sa ganitong business, paano po namin malalaman or yung prices po sana ng mga programs?
For those of you who want to get into the business, now is the time to invest in knowledge kasi we're in the downtime eh. So kung wala kang ginagawa, use this time wisely and be productive to make sure that you gain something out of this downtime. A lot of people kasi wala nang ginawa, tulog na lang. Walang skill na na-acquire and that's something na mahirap. Kasi wala nang nangyayari sa buhay mo. Wala ka bang idinagdag sa skill mo.
Yeah.
Ako, what I always do is, and this is something that I got naman from my husband, all the things, especially business, I got it from my husband. So,
Nice.
So,
kayo.
yeah, teamwork kami. So, one thing na sinabi niya sa akin, dapat every year, dapat there's always a new skill that you add. So, for those of you that watch our episode right now, na interested in learning aesthetics, they can contact us in our social media handles. We have a Facebook page. It's at Argonza Aesthetics and Dermopigmentation Academy. And we also have our Instagram. We are very responsive. It's also the same handle at Argonza Aesthetics and Dermopigmentation Academy. We also have a YouTube page for all our training programs.
Nice. Pero yun po yung thank you so much, Miss Wenie. Ang dami po natutunan bilang small business owner din. At the same time, ang natutunan ko talaga is don't give up. Don't just give up. Tsaka, hindi din excuse yung downtime. Totoo yun. Kahit downtime, dapat marami pa rin tayo natutunan. Thanks to your husband din po for that, diba? Tsaka sabi nga nila, may time for pagtatanim, pero may time din to harvest. So, maybe, ngayon man, it's downtime, eventually, mo. Thank you, Miss Wenie. Anyway po, maraming salamat din po for my lip tattoo na medyo ano pa yung gawin ko. And at saka yung aking carbon laser. So, bali Miss Wenie, i-tour nyo kami sa inyong place para makita din po namin yung mga machines nyo and all. So, keep on watching lang. Thank you very much!